Good morning and welcome to Flesherton, which is located northwest of Toronto. The population of this small little community north of Dundalk, north of Shelburne, and north of Orangeville, its population is 590,000 according to the census from 21. So it's located on Highway 10. This is the road that takes you all the way to Owen Sound. Now this area was surveyed in, I believe, 1848, and it started to get settled 1850. And I believe one of the first residents was a gentleman who was a participant in the rebellion of 1812. The town was named after a landowner. I think it's W.K. Flesher was his name. And some of the original homes are still here, like any town in Canada. The Masonic Lodge is here on the right-hand side coming up at Elizabeth Street, and they were very prevalent, the Masons, with construction and whatnot in the Flesherton area. Flesherton got its first gas station in 1913. Homes date back here, I believe 1864. There is an original house. I'm not too sure which one it is, but this intersection right here, I believe it was called Artisma Corners. It's called the King's Highway in 1930. Now the gas station is located right here. So right there you can see that's where the pumps were, one side and there. This was an old stagecoach house, I believe, because the train came through here. Now this is a Sunday morning, so it's kind of quiet at the moment. But this stretch on a Sunday afternoon and Sunday evening, as well as on a Thursday and Friday, and even on Saturday, it can be extremely busy. I've come through here many a time. Now the bakery of Flesherton is a very cool place to have a bite to eat. There's a tea shop right next door, right there. There's a restaurant next door to that. Law office, there's an art gallery, there's a museum down there. There's a real estate office here in this building, and this corner right there was kind of refaced because it was kind of falling apart. Same with the front of that building there. So that's been all being updated in the last 3 years or so. You got Home Hardware here. There is a place you can go swimming, which I'll show you down there. But yeah, so we'll maybe, why don't we wait for the light to change so that way I can cross. It can be a real challenge getting these tractor trailers around. Pay attention to where you are stopping at the lights, because this one here you have to stop way back from the light here, because when the vehicles turn, you don't want to get into an accident. I don't know if I want to be on this side of the street, but at least I can get video of the businesses here. Now the bakery, you really have to pay attention to when it's open, because I've noticed their times always seem to change a lot. It's a nice warm morning. It's about 27 degrees. Hot and humid. Now it's not very pedestrian friendly, that's for sure. It is very not pedestrian friendly. So I don't know. I mean, I pressed the button to walk across the street, but I have no idea. Well, apparently I've got 3 seconds to cross. So this is just great. Gives me like no time. What a terrible that is. I think you physically have to press the button if you're gonna cross. They don't even give you, I mean, you've seen, I've been filming the whole time I've been here. It's been a little bit of a challenge just to cross the street. Okay, anytime. Finally. That is the first pedestrian walking dude I've had since I got here. So post office on the right-hand side there. The Flesherton Pharmacy. I have to pay attention to my time. I have an appointment I have to get to. I mean, it's only about 20 minutes down the road, but still have to pay attention to my timing. There's the bank at CIBC. Now this road that I'm walking on here, if I kept going, eventually it would take me to a little town called Priceville. And then if I kept going, it would take me to the town of Durham. Now I'm in West Grey at the moment. I think that's an apartment building right there. Now there is a new gas station that opened, I think about maybe 8 years ago. If I turn around and go back that way, past the lights, I'll then get the Shell gas station. Okay, we'll cross over Alice Street here. I think people are already at the beach. It's kind of early to go. Sure, people are trying to get their day started. I just never like filming when people are around on a beach, if you know what I mean. I think there's a little trail that you can hike as well. People are already here. All right, let me see if I can adjust where I film here. I know it's a public space, but I'm always trying to be respectful. So, cool thing that they do here is they give you a swim advisory and they can turn it around. And right now it's safe. Right now it's good for people to swim here, right? So there's the little beach. And yes, there is a road that goes up this way, and you can live up there, right? There's a road and a bunch of houses. It's pretty cool. Little swim dock there, and yes, they have washrooms. Okay, I'll continue. I'll walk back to where I just came from, but maybe I'll take some of the side streets. So there's the family doctor's office. A number of streets have been repaved, and Alice is one of these streets. I think they did it 2 years ago. There's some cute bungalows here. And that's a nice little place there, the one next to it as well. One thing that's really awesome about Flesherton is there's a store here that sells some of the best coffee around. I mean, this is a place that they have like multiple walls of coffee. So there's a lot of choice and coffees that you probably would have never even heard of. But I have to tell you that these coffees are flippin' phenomenal. They're so good. And I can't even begin to tell you which ones they are because I can't remember. There's so many of them. So if you're coming to Flesherton, you'll definitely want to stop at Highland Grounds. It is just before you come into Flesherton from the north. This is the first place that you'll reach because Markdale's that way and the town is there. So yeah, you definitely want to stop off. Now this place here has got they have some of the best coffee around, and they've got all the goods, like, you know, the peanut butter bars are amazing. If you're gluten-free, they got an apple muffin here as well. They've got amazing blueberry scones, carrot cake. Carrot cake's really good. Yeah, you can get your cappuccino, mocha berry, or whatever you want. Like, they got everything here. This is a wonderful place. If you want a pie, you can get a pie as well. And seriously, this is what I was telling you before. They have a wall of coffee that seriously any coffee lover will fall in love with. Absolutely incredible. This is my favorite right there. And you get all your produce as well, which is really cool, which is flipping awesome, right? You got little snacks. So if you're driving through, you'll certainly want to stop, pick up a bag of coffee. They'll actually ground it or grind it for you here at the store. Or you can just buy the beans, whatever you want. But seriously, this is probably one of the best places to get coffee if you're heading to the cottage, or if you even live locally, or you've just moved here. So certainly want to come here, and they're super friendly people, really helpful with anything to do with coffee and whatever. So yeah, check out Highland Grounds. There's a church here. Like just some of the older houses. It's so cool. Now the nearest grocery store for someone who's thinking about that right now is you can either drive back south into Dundalk and go to Foodland there, or you can drive north into Markdale. Both of them are very close. Markdale is where Chapman's ice cream is made, and they have a brand new Foodland grocery store that's just opened. And the Legion is just down here. How am I doing on time? I'm still good. I honestly can't believe how hot it is right now. Not too sure what that is. Is it a store? I don't know. Now, I'm obviously not walking the whole entire town, but these are some of the older sections that I'm in right now. There are some newer ones around, but yeah, just don't really have the time at the moment to head into some of those areas. It's just more like modern style houses. Now, a lot of the stores in Flesherton, because it's such a pass-through kind of location, I mean, people do stop. They go to the bakery, they go to the cafe. You know, there's a little pond beach kind of area that you can go to as well. A lot of people tend to keep driving and they go up to Owen Sound, or they'll, you know, hit Owen Sound and then kind of start working across over to Meaford and then Thornbury, down into Collingwood, and then down south again. But some of the local stores that are here, I certainly would recommend going to visit them and then buy something if you see something you like, and support them, because trying to operate a business in one of these small towns is really difficult. So you always want to try to support them, because otherwise they don't exist, right? So that property there, it's had its, face kind of upgraded type thing, like the outside of it. This building here on the left-hand side, it's been updated. All right, here's your little convenience store. And then you've got your timber mart. And then further down, that's where you will get your gas. And there's a coffee time donut place there, another church on the corner. And back in behind here is a bunch of housing. But I'm gonna see if I can take us up to that coffee place. The Boyne River runs through here as well. We'll cross over. So let me get back to my car and we can do that. So Flesherton does have baseball diamond. They have a hockey rink here as well. And then you got the public library right here. There is a high school here and an elementary school. So yeah, you do have the high school here, and then there's also another restaurant and a little, Kim's Place is the restaurant, and then you've got a little hotel here. Dundalk is about 16 kilometers, Brampton 94, and Toronto 140 kilometers away. You do want to pay attention to your speed when you're going through these smaller communities, because it is 50 kilometers an hour, but then they also drop it down to about 40 kilometers an hour. Where the Canadian flag is, that is the museum. So it's cool to check out those local museums. And then the gas station here can sometimes be expensive anytime I've driven through it. Now there is a good pizza joint here as well. There's the pizza place right there. You got a Mr. Sub, Coffee Time, you got 2 gas stations in town. And then you've got Commons, I think it's called, the Flesherton Commons. And this is where you get the really good coffee. This used to be a hotel, and there's actually a pool in here as well. But yeah, Highland Grounds is the place. So if you're thinking about coming up to Flesherton, or you're coming through go to the cottage, or you want to go someplace different and you just want to check out a different place to get a coffee or a pizza, or you want to buy some of the local goods from some of the shopkeepers in town, or if you're thinking about even moving here, this is a cool little place to come. Now, The thing though is if you move here, you do have to deal with the winter time. And yes, it does snow a lot more here than it does in Toronto. So you certainly want to know about that. And again, it's distance wise. How long is it going to take you to get to your job? So there are a lot of people that work here that are remote. So they work from home for businesses all around the world. So that is a thing that's still happening. And yeah, it's just something to think about, if you know what I mean. So that is Flesherton in a nutshell. I hope you enjoyed it. And like I always say, get out and explore. My name is David, and if you think these videos are helpful, or if you like them or whatever, maybe think about subscribing or liking or commenting on the video. I do appreciate it. Thanks so much, and we'll see you on the next one.